You're tuned in to a Grown Folks production. In the mix with the commish, Nate.
And good morning, happy Sunday morning, everybody, and welcome to the last Press Pass Live OMFL Media Days. I cannot believe that we've made it to the very end here, but it's right around the corner. Trey said we're down under 48 hours, 30, 32, 36 hours, something like that for Madden release.
35 hours
35.
to go.
Look at that. We're right there. I get some Saints football today. Exciting times are right ahead. Let's get over here and talk to our last coach, the coach of the Indianapolis Colts now. That's going to take a bit to get used to saying. I had him over here in the NFC South as the Atlanta Falcons. Mr. Broncoman, good morning, bud.
Good morning, y'all. How are you guys doing?
We're good this morning, man. Thank you for making some time for us. We appreciate you. You're looking good here with your floral shirt on. I'm gonna assume this is a cruise. Looking good over here on the cruise. That's one thing I have not done just yet. Let's talk about Madden 24, bud. I know that you've had a super busy summer. I'm not sure how much you got to mess with it, but what are you excited about as we get ready for Madden 24?
I mean, I've always been a franchise player, and I always felt like Madden put a lot of effort into making Ultimate Team. It's their cash cow. I get it, but they put a lot of new features in the franchise mode and the whole training camp stuff, the redone trades and all that. I'm more excited to play hopefully a more real life type. You know what I mean? I'm just excited for the franchise getting up.
A lot more controls, and I am too. I feel like we probably have not given enough credit to them over the last 2 or 3 years in what they've added to franchise, and fairly, right? Because they've crashed our CFMs, several times and done some crazy stuff. But I feel like it's definitely taken a lot of leaps in the right direction. Let's talk about your team, man. You left me in the NFC South after building up the Falcons, and you went over to the Indianapolis Colts. Let's talk about those Colts, man. What do you need to see from them in season 106?
I want to see some work out of my wide receivers that makes me feel good. That's kind of the position group that I look at. Outside of Pittman, I'm not too sold anywhere. So I'd like to see someone step up out of that group.
That quarterback's going to be fun to play with in Madden, but I did watch him in the NFL the other day, and it was a disaster. It was not good. We were talking right before you logged in. The rookie NFL quarterbacks did not look good. What's the most exciting attribute with Richardson?
The versatility comes to mind for sure, but I know that arm strength is going to be the deep balls and the get the passes quicker to the receivers. That arm strength is going to be something too.
Let's talk about a record potential here, man. First season out of the box, you got rocking and rolling, and then you kind of hit the quarterback snub because we had to hit full reset on our crash CFM. Now you're starting with a brand new guy. You got a brand new, fresh tool. What's that record that you're thinking that your Colts will be able to hit in season 106?
I think if I had to guess, I feel like I might start off a little slow. I haven't played much Madden since the last season 105 ended. But I think that, I'm a talented enough Madden player to where I'd like to get to that 10-win mark and hopefully a little more, make some noise in the AFC.
Trey, I think we might have had our first coach actually show some confidence outside of D-Money, man. Everybody's like, I think I'll be 6 or 7 wins. We can't all be 7 or 8 wins, y'all. We need some confidence like Broncoman. Let's talk about your favorite player, Broncoman. Who's the guy that you just can't wait to log in and play with?
Man, I'm real excited for you. They got some studs on that defense, man. DeForest Buckner is one heck of a player, but I don't know. I'm excited to see if how much Jonathan Taylor is fun Madden, because I feel like he's pretty quick and he's big. But I don't know. I haven't played with the Colts too much But I like some of the players they got. I like some of the middle linebackers they got that are pretty quick. But I think it'll be fun to use Taylor with his kind of balance of power and speed at the same time.
One more for me before I hand it off to our guy, Trey. What is that priority move for you? What's the thing that as soon as you log in, is it a depth chart? Is it a release that somebody you got to get rid of? Is it a trade or a signing that you're hoping to get? What's the number one roster priority for you?
So I'm kind of in a predicament with that because my import is Parker Colt, fitting enough because I'm the Colts, but my import's that Parker Colt from the Falcons. And I want to be able to use Richardson, but Colt's a heck of a quarterback. So I got to figure out my quarterback situation, what I want to do to start the year. Whether that means I'm trading Parker Colt or if I want to let Richardson sit for a bit, I don't know. But that's
a twist. I did not even realize that you had Parker Colt. Just so that you know, because I know you've been busy and maybe a little unplugged, you can change that. So don't feel the pressure to bring Parker Colt if you have another guy. But, man, you talk about cause waves the first season outside of the box. If Richardson gets on the block, I can tell you the Saints will be calling if that ends up happening.
Yeah,
Trey, go ahead, Broncoman.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's a couple other players I could have used as my import from the Falcons, but Parker Colt is young. He has a good contract, a lot of great characteristics. I mean, I took him number 1 overall a couple seasons back, so I didn't want to let him go. So I don't know if I really want to use Richardson, so I don't know if that means I'm putting Parker Colt on the block or what, but that's definitely the thing I got to figure out sooner rather than later.
Well, don't forget about your old buddy Nate over here now, okay? I'm going to come calling for one of those quarterbacks. Trey, take it away.
What up, Bronco?
What's up?
You talked about that defense, and that defense took a little bit of a hit this offseason with a certain gambling problem. Is corner going to be a priority move on that defense for you?
It's corner. You said cornerback?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I like some of the corners that they have, but I mean, I know they lost Gilmore. He's getting up there, but corner is something that I think is really important in Madden, especially. I mean, I know we mix up the plays a lot, but I try to run man as much as I can. So I need there's people I got to look at. So maybe I could, if I do decide to think about trading one of my quarterbacks, I could hopefully get a corner out of it in the pick, or I don't know. But as far that's kind of where my mind's at with all that too.
Cool. Will Darius Leonard be used in a coverage situation or a rush situation?
Probably more of a rush situation. I think I'd probably keep Leonard on the edge.
All right. Obviously, if you do run with Anthony, you've got a very versatile, you could say weapon, I suppose. Would you look to use an option-style offense with him as your starting quarterback?
That's kind of, I mean, I like playing that way to begin with, because offensively, I just like the thought that anything could be coming. Like, from my opponent's perspective, that they don't know if I'm throwing, they don't know if I'm running, they don't know if I'm pitching it to a running back, off a keeper. I just like that in general. I probably will run some variation of the option offense with Colt if I keep Colt or Richardson, because Colt got a little bit of wheels on it, but Richardson, that's really what makes me want to get rid of Colt, because that would be a lot more fun with him too.
Now, the Colts have been known to have kind of a dynamic wide receiver, tight end, quarterback duo, or trio, I suppose. Are you looking to find, a tight end to match up with Pittman and whichever quarterback you run with?
Maybe not right away. I don't think that's highest on the priority list, but it is something that I think could be addressed at some point. But I don't think it's the top priority for me heading into season 106. Is it?
Yep. And last but not least, you've got Jonathan Taylor, I believe, on a contract. If he doesn't perform in season 106, is it going to be a tag and trade? or are you just going?
I mean, I guess that's one of those things that I hope not to have to deal with because I'd really like Jonathan Taylor to be there. But that being said, I mean, the way it is in the NFL, if you got a good O-line, running backs don't matter quite as much. So if that contract I feel is something that's good for the team, I might look at that option. But I hope I don't have to find out with that.
All right. Well, good luck to you in season 106, my man.
Thank you.
Well, Mr. Broncoman, thank you for making time for me. I got one last question before we get you out of here. Mr. Maniac likes to ask all of our guys, how do you plan on building these Colts? And I'm kind of messed up over here. I got to be honest with you. I mean, I have the question, but I'm like, I'm imagining Parker Colt in a Saints uniform. Like I was not fully prepared this morning for you to bring two quarterbacks over. Now I'm a little too excited. I'm gonna have to start sending the DMs and start figuring out how much money it's gonna cost me to slide into your PayPal to get Parker Colt a Saint. But Maniac likes to ask, are you planning on building this team young? Do you plan on building this team with draft picks? Are you probably looking at some aging veterans or some guys that other teams don't want? Are you going to be active in free agency? How do you plan on building your team?
I plan on building the team as young as I can. I mean, gives you more opportunity to bring new imports into Madden 25 or whatever they call it. I don't know if they're going to call it 25, but and I like the funness behind developing and feeling like it's truly your own team. But I mean, free agency some. I don't know how much I'll want some aging veterans. I guess just plug and play type whenever that's a position of need. But I'd like to stay young, and I'd like to spend my money in free agency on guys that could be a part of the Colts for multiple seasons.
Parker Colt, your newest New Orleans Saints quarterback, leading the Saints to playoffs thanks to his old buddy Broncoman helping him out before he goes off to Indianapolis. I'm just kidding. Thank you, man, for making time for us this morning. I do appreciate you. Now come home now. We miss you. It's time the summer's over. It's time. We got 36 hours before this game drops. Come home. Come plug in with us as you get time. Enjoy your trip with your buddy. Be safe going home. And, man, I can't wait to see you with the Colts in season 106, bud.
Thanks, guys.
There you have it, Mr. Broncoman of the Indianapolis Colts. I still feel bad, though, Trey, because the other day we talked about whatever division that is, AFC South. No, it's not South. North? What is that? What is that division?
Oh, the Colts?
Yeah.
That's the South.
South. Oh, it is the South. I don't know why. It just feels weird that it feels like they're further up
Nick,
to be
it's
South.
not your division, and you're in the South.
That's true, but at least the Saints are in the South. Like, I would not consider Indianapolis the South. So, we left him out, man.
Consider Dallas the East.
That's fair.
This is true,
That's fair.
We also didn't know at that time that he was the Colts.
Yeah, we left him out, but that changes that division. It changes the powerhouse of that division. Broncoman is a very, very good player. I know that it just didn't click after the rebuild. I think the quarterback wasn't the same. His frustrations built, but then he finally got Parker Colt, and that team was good. Like, he's a very good player. One of the better offensive play callers and defensive schemers. I mean, he's going to make some noise in Indianapolis. He's got to rebuild. I mean, that offensive line's got pieces. Defensive line's going to need some work. Cornerback situation ain't going to be fun. But give him a season. I think he's going to be a powerhouse over there.
Yeah, I didn't get to play him too much with how the schedule's laid out, being where we came into the season. But you got a first-hand experience of him quite a bit, so I'll take your word on that.
Are the Colts a team that he could build up to get to an OMFL Bowl over there in the AFC? You got some powerhouses over there. Cincyberg moved back over there after we thought he was going to shift the power to the NFC. You got words, they're escaping me. Denbrew moving back to his Browns. You've got Koch going back to the Bengals. The other way around. Browns and Koch is going to the Browns. Denbrew going back to his Bengals. But you've got some powerhouses over there. Can he build the Colts up to be one of them?
I mean, we saw a weak Colts team run through the ranks and win the OMFL Bowl. So if you're giving him a chance to build a high-end powerhouse, I don't see why he can't.
Yep, I agree. I can't wait to see some of these Colts Patriots games. I think those two guys are going to match up really well. Those are going to be some fun games. Good morning, Maniac, Kevin, JJ. Appreciate you guys. That's going to wrap it up, Trey. Give me some final thoughts as we look back on a great OMFL Media Days. I have loved it. It has sucked a little bit that we could not do videos here at the end, but I just waved the white flag. It was killing my computer. It was making bad streams, and putting up photos solves the whole issue. And so it's just like, just bite the bullet, Nate, until you can upgrade your computer. So look back on Media Days, Trey. It's been fun. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for bringing some great questions. But give me some closing thoughts as we wrap up Media Days.
It was nice to, see everybody's opinions on their divisions and how they stand, and if they were a season or two away, if they were able to make that run right away. And it's nice to see that everybody, even after the chaos that was Madden 23, everybody got that time off and seems to have rejuvenated themselves and get ready to go from 30-some-odd hours from now when the game launches, and then whenever we get up and rolling.
So I get this every year, and I wiggle out of it every year because you guys hear enough from me. I talk all the time. People get sick of hearing me. They get mad at me. Like, it is what it is. So Monday, Press Pass Live, I'll let Trey, and if Maniac is around, do an interview. I'll answer their stupid questions about my team.
Hey.
I'm just kidding.
Hey now.
I'm just kidding. No, but I'll do mine on Monday at our Press Pass Live, because on Monday, Trey, we're going to be hours out from the release of that game. It's going to be fun, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to dive into it. My launch stream will go live on Wednesday morning. We're going to have some guests come join us. I'll get Trey to come play some games with me. Maybe a little simultaneous stream. We'll have Trey over in Twitch. We'll have me over on YouTube. That would be fun. But yeah, lots of fun stuff. I've got some big plans, man. We have been blessed. The community has given, and we're going to do some big giveaways. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet. We're going to do some Madden giveaways. We already have one running now. We'll do some t-shirt giveaways, all that this week. But as we progress through the rest of the year, especially as we get close to the holidays, I plan on doing some big giveaways, like some things that really hopefully will excite people. I know not t-shirts don't excite everyone, but we'll do some really big giveaways. Maybe a PlayStation Pro controller, maybe some PlayStation headphones. We'll do some big giveaways at the end of this year, but I can't wait, man. I'm ready for OMFL to fire back up. I'm ready to get my hands on Neon Sports and just figure out exactly how do we use this tool for our league and our community. I just can't wait. The Deuce had their team draft last night. Thank you, Maniac, and the Deuce for letting me be a part of that. Can't wait to see the content that Maniac makes for the Deuce. A lot of fun times, Trey. A lot of fun times. They're right here. They're right ahead of us. I can't wait to dive into it, man.
I know. I will be live tomorrow night as soon as it launches, potentially doing a franchise with my buddy. Anyone would like to come watch.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to stream either Monday or Tuesday, probably Monday, and I'll probably stream all week. But I think my first couple of streams are going to be set up, like setting things up, rules, like the unfun, sexy stuff like playbooks. I've got a big idea in my head about playbooks, and I may have to beg Maniac and Trey to help me out because I know those guys will grind with me doing some work. But I'm excited. I want to see what these rules look like. I want to see what other people think about them. I just can't wait to dive into it. All right, enough gloating about Madden 24. Guys, thank you for hanging out in chat. I still don't know why this chat over there doesn't work. I'm talking to Stream Elements every day to figure out why it won't come up. It worked a couple times, but it's back out again. So one of these days, that won't just be a gray box over there. So we'll get it going. Trey, I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for getting up early in the morning, hanging out with me. Thank you, chat, for hanging out with me. I'm going to watch the Saints and get some coffee. So we'll see you Monday morning, or Monday afternoon, I should say, for Press Pass Live. Saints will do their interview. And then Monday night, Trey, we get to do some streaming of Madden 24.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Happy Sunday.
Smash that like and subscribe.